Anchored here. This is another test Twitch stream, and I'm going to be just creating a worksheet in Python for 7th graders where they add some simple integers. So let's just bring this down here and let's get started. I'm going to save this as in this folder, add integers. I'm going to save it as a main.py. And actually, let's change this scheme here a little bit. I want to do a Visual Studio type theme. And actually, let me get this a little bit larger for you. Let's do like 16. Okay. All right, so I'm going to import OS. I'm going to import sys. I'm going to import random. I'm going to take sys path and append. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to say from lists, import a list class, and then from integers, we'll call it integers, import integer. Okay, and I'm going to say rand equals list. Okay, so I'm going to set up a random list, and then I'm going to create some files. We'll say the integers file equals, we'll open, and then we'll say integers dot markdown, integers dot markdown, and we'll append to that file. And then we'll also have an integers file that's the solution file, and we're going to open a file and call it integers solution.markdown and append. And then we'll also do it in Spanish file, and we'll open, and we'll have integers Spanish.markdown and append to that file. Okay, so I'm also going to create a new file and save it as lists.py, and I'm going to create a class called list, and we'll have a method of random list, and we'll say we'll start with the empty list, which we'll call random num list, and then we'll say for x in range, I want to go from numbers 1 to 101 that we add. We're just going to take this random number list and append x. Okay, and then at the end of this, we're going to return the random number list. Okay, we're going to create a new file, and this one we will save as integers.py, and we'll have a class called integer, and then we'll instantiate that class. Self will have integer 1, integer 2, and integer 3. Okay, and we'll say that self.integer 1 equals integer 1, and then do that for integer 2, and we'll also do that for integer 3. Okay, all right, and we'll have a function to find the sum as itself, and we'll say the sum equals self.integer 1 plus self.integer 2 plus self.integer 3, and then after this function we'll return, or at the end of the function we'll return the sum. Okay, all right, and now here we'll start creating the problem. So we'll say for problem in range, do 100 problems, so from 1 to 101. we're going to say that a new problem equals an integer, and we'll pass in integer 1, which we're going to have to create, integer 2, and integer 3. And we'll go right above that and create those. So we'll say integer 1 equals random.choice, because we imported the random module, and we'll take the rand and do this method, so the random list method. So we're going to do dot random list, and then we'll do this for integer 2 here and integer 3. Okay. We'll save that, and then now we're going to have to write to the file. So I'm going to take the integers file, and we're going to write an f string and create problem, and we'll pass in the problem number, and then do 2 slashes for next lines, and we'll do this for the solution file and for the Spanish file, but we're going to put problema. Okay, we'll move down here. We'll take the integers file, and we'll write another f string. So I'll say, what is integer 1 plus integer 2 plus, go down here and just create another line, integers file dot write another s string plus integer 3, and then formatting there. And we're going to do that for the Spanish file as well. So we'll go down here, and here. And let's just go here, English to Spanish. We'll say what is, which is K-ace. I want to get this. Copy that and place that in here. And whoops, nope, wrong place. What is, that's the English version. I want to place it in here. Spanish version. And then for our solution, we'll take our integers file solution, we'll write, and the solution we'll just write in English, and that's going to be the new problem dot find some method. Okay, and close that out, and then do a /n/n for formatting. And we'll move down here, and we'll take the integers file, and we'll write, and just do 3 slashes there. Actually, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do some line breaks here in HTML, and then we'll do a /n/n, and I'll do that for both the solution and the Spanish file. And then we'll move out of here and close out our files for our solution file and for our Spanish file. Okay, we'll save all that, and then let's bring up, I have Cmder open. I'm running on a Windows machine, so I'm going to cd into documents / I think Python, and then list it out, and we want to cd into add integers, and then we want to run main.py, and we got a little bit of an issue here. I forgot to close something out when adding. Got to close this out here. Save it. Let's retry that. Let's just check here. Oh, we've created some markdown files, so let's get rid of those first. Okay. Now if we list it out, we see we've actually got rid of, well, oh, that's the wrong one. Add integers. We've gotten rid of those. Okay, so now I want to rerun it. And I messed up in the Spanish file too. So let me remove the markdown files again. And okay, and now let's go back and run it. Boom, good. Okay, so we've got this integers.markdown. Let's open that file. So we've got our problems here. Let's use Markdown Preview. It's a Markdown Viewer. It's a plugin I have for Notepad++. And let's export it as an HTML file. Save it. Open it. Let's close this. And let's get rid of that. I'm going to say we want to print this, or I want to print this for students. So I'm going to have a margin left of 0.75 inches and a margin right of 0.75 inches. Okay, and we start with our problem 1, problem 2. I should have made those headings really, but it'll do, I guess. And then we have a paragraph with a bunch of line breaks. It's not the best, but within the body, now I'm going to have some pre-tags, and I'm going to say the name, and then we'll go tab across a bit and say the date, and then come down here, have a teacher, and then also have the period. And let's just move this over a little bit. It's the same. Okay, now we'll go down, swing on down to the end of the file, go back to here, and down at the bottom we'll just have a paragraph with style equal to text align center, and we'll say copyright, and then the copyright information 2021 Timothy Unkert, all rights reserved. And that'll be good for that. Let's go back up to the top here. Yeah, I'm going to put the Unkert here. And that's good. I'll just say that this is adding integers. And normally I'd put a viewport and a description, but again, this is just so we can use the browser to print it. So now let's open up this file. We'll click that twice. I go to Documents, Python, add integers. I'm going to take this file and open it. And you see we got our problems here. Now, what I could do is run a macro to get these bold or something, but it's actually not bad. And problems are there, so I can print it out. And normally I'd have to turn off this headers and footers. Normally I'll have that on. You just turn that off, click save, and I want to save it in the adding integers. So adding integers PDF file. So now we saved it. We got this PDF file. We can open it, and we've got ourselves our worksheet. Go down. We have 100 problems. Should have 100 problems right here. And there you go. And so that's it. Okay, so yeah. So this is my first Twitch stream. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you're watching it on Twitch, follow me there. This is my first starting on Twitch. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully this is recording. So anyways, but follow me. All right, cool. Take it easy. Peace.